Hey guys, what is up? Christian here. So I just wanted to jump in today with a very quick video. I'm putting together a guide at the minute to help people decrease stress from their life, to have more energy, more focus, and generally just to feel refreshed all day long, right? So I'm putting together that guide at the minute, and I'm doing a bit of in that guide. There's a section I'm doing on this topic I want to speak about today, which is basically um, how our brains, how our minds, how our bodies require structure in life, right? How we require structure, and without structure, how we tend to get overwhelmed, we tend to get stressed out by things, and we tend to. That's when we end up having stressful days, bad days as we call them, and basically the days go to shit, right? So I wanted to come jump in and give you a couple of hints, a couple of tips that you can use and apply these to your daily life, right? Now, one thing that I do each morning, right? And let's look. I'm a human being, right? When I wake up in the morning, the first thing, if I don't do this, put the structure in place, if I don't do this routine, I am grumpy, right? And I'm not very nice to be around, right? I am not a very nice person to be around the moment I wake up, right? And the reason for this is for like a lot of us. I used to go around saying, I was always told when I was younger that I was, by my parents and people who knew me and stuff, they would say I am, oh, he's a grumpy person, right? Or he's that's just the way he is. He's a grumpy person. So I kind of grew up telling myself or believing that I was this grumpy person, right? So I would always be this grumpy person in the morning. It's like, oh, I'm grumpy, and before I drink my coffee, I am grumpy. I need my coffee in the morning, right? And we get loads of people like this. You might be someone, wake up, like you think that you're a grumpy person, or if you don't get your coffee first, you're a grumpy person and you need your coffee for you to be happy, right? Or maybe it's, it can be any other belief that we have, right? Or I am a fat person, I've always been fat, maybe because someone told you that you're fat. So you go about your day like thinking that you're this fat person, and you do the things, you take on the behaviors of a fat person, right? Like me in this instance as well, right? Believing that I am this grumpy person, I go about my day taking on doing the behaviors of a grumpy person, right? Someone who moans and complains and stuff. So it is critical I do this routine. If you think about it, our brains are basically programmed to look for problems, right? To look for problems. Now, the moment that we wake up, it's vital that we we practice habits and techniques to create this more empowered state of being that we can be as people, right? To create this more alert, awakened, and positive state of mind, this winning mentality, if you like, right? So most people, when you get up in the morning, what do? They go on their phones, they start reading their emails, they get their coffee, they put the news on and start listening to all that bad news on the news. They start comparing their lives to other people and things like that. And all of a sudden, they get up late and then rush to work. And before even starting their day, they're already feeling stressed out, overwhelmed, anxious, and they've already decided in their head, oh, today's going to be a stressful day. But there is a way that we can work around this and to create a more positive day for you, to create a more energized day, that you can go about your day and do the things that you want to do. So one of the techniques that have changed my life and I use with clients and stuff, and have changed their lives and stuff I've learned from my own experience, my own knowledge, my own studies and certifications and stuff, is the power of journaling. Okay? Now you might be thinking this is weird. Oh, I don't need that stuff, right? But give this a shot before you decide, right? When you wake up in the morning, before you do anything else, you can drink your coffee while doing this. Sit down and have it. Create that space. Wake up a little bit earlier in the morning and create that little space for yourself where you can actually set your intentions for the day, and actually start to look at creating the day that's closer to how you want your day to look, right? So instead of labeling a bad day, good day, etc., sit down and say, you know what, reflect back to your day yesterday, right? What was good about my day yesterday? What was one win that I can pick out that I did yesterday that I can create a bit of confidence? How can I divert where my mind is focused on, right? Is my mind focused on the things I'm not doing, the things I haven't done, or am I focusing on the things that I have done? So your awareness, your focus can only go in one place at one time. So it's either on the stuff that you want or the stuff that you don't want, right? So what we want to do is we want to train by default automatically, like your brain, your mind will automatically almost always go to the stuff that you don't want, right? Because it's programmed to look for problems, it's programmed to look for negatives and stuff, right? So we want to divert that attention and start looking at creating a more positive mindset from the as the day starts, right? So we go in and we look for the thing, our biggest win from yesterday. What did I achieve yesterday that I'm proud of? Write it down. Second thing is gratitude, right? Start the day off with a state of gratitude, okay? If we don't start the day being grateful, by default, we start the day being ungrateful, okay? Like I said, our focus can only go in one place at one time. So start the day with gratitude. What one thing can I be grateful for today? It can be as simple as being alive. It can be as simple as having a home with a roof over my head. It can be as simple as my coffee. Look around you. Look for something that you can appreciate that is in your life right now. And you start to release these feel-good chemicals inside your body, right? And you start to feel better. There's this dopamine release in your brain. And you start to feel good, and you start to create, you notice you'll start to feel a lot more energized about yourself, about your day, and excited about the day. The third thing I would do is to write down 3 tasks that you want to complete by the end of today. So by the end of the day, I will have completed these 3 tasks. And just focus on those 3 that day. For today to be a successful day for me, I will have to have completed these 3 tasks. Most people don't have this. They don't have goals, don't have clear targets, and they just go about not knowing what the hell's going on, what they're doing, and all of a sudden everything becomes important, and life just becomes overwhelming, right? Having a clear targets to aim for allows you to be more focused, allows you to be more productive as well, right? So have those 3 clear targets that you want to aim for that day, focus on those, and at the end of the day, tick them off as you complete them. Okay, simple as that. Hope this helps. A few tips for you for a more stress-free, less overwhelming, and more energized life. Okay, hope that helps, my friend. Have a fantastic day. If you want a copy of the guide, by the way, reach out in the comments, comment guide, or send me a private message, and once it's ready, I will send over this report to you. Have a fantastic day. Peace.